Before we get started, I just want to remind you that the contents of this video are 100% objective fact. My own personal opinions are not at play here. It is just the truth. And if you don't see your favorite comic in this video, it's because that comic was bad, and you should be ashamed for enjoying it.
This run is disgusting. There are big scary monsters, and they do not try to make things pretty. Oh my goodness, I love the way... Sometimes you can see Bruce Banner turn into the Hulk in a very visceral way, you know? But in this run, you also get to see how horrifying it is to change from the Hulk into Bruce Banner. And it's revolting. It makes your skin crawl. It makes you realize the agony this man is going through just to be who he is. This run is so good. Nick Klein typically does the art. Oh, Matthew Wilson is an amazing colorist. He does the colors for this run. Travel Foreman did an amazing job being a guest artist, working with Man-Thing. They've truly taken him back to his horror roots, but also really showing the humanity of Bruce Banner. The dichotomy between the characters in this run is just beautiful.
You get these all these great pinups, which is awesome because, as you can imagine, every comic book artist in the world wants to work on doing a piece of art by Godzilla, or a piece of art of a giant kaiju monster Godzilla. You can't go much wrong with having Jeff Darrow, Art Adams, James Stokoe, these hyperly detailed, obsessive in nature, in mark making on the page. Then those three, and they all do great kaiju monsters. They're all represented in this book, with Jeff Darrow and Art Adams being represented in pinups, and then James Stokoe doing an entire story.
I discovered her work a couple of years ago. I was at Floating World Comics here in Portland, and I found these two little mini sketchbooks. Usually I'm not a fan of sketchbooks. Even artists that I love, I want to see art and story. I want to see comics. So let's start with the experts, since that's the first chronological publication we have here, as far as I know, because some of them don't have dates on it. So this is published by Retrofit. Beautiful comic. It's nice cardstock covers, beautiful printing and coloring throughout. Love this cover. Very just creepy and unsettling. Nice front piece here. Great graphic design. I love that.
And as you can see here, it's a nice airbrush coloring. Let's see the same thing on the back cover illustration. It's drug oriented. Dr. Atomic has looks like he's turned a saxophone into a bong.
Some of these blonde hair figures really seem to remind me of that. Was that anywhere in there, or was that just a kind of like a coincidence?
I would say coincidence, definitely not really influenced by Liechtenstein too much. I'm sure it's in there somewhere, accidentally.
This issue, we definitely learn that there's a reason why he's the chosen one, and the things that he was chosen for might not be the things that he thought they were. So if you like fantasy action, if you were a fan of Scott Snyder and Tony S. Daniels' Noctera, this is definitely a cool one to pick up. And it's kind of like, honestly, if you like Demon Slayer, this definitely has a little bit of that feel in comic form. So, it's a good crossover for a lot of different genres. Beowulf issue 5, also from Comicsburg. This is a modern retelling of the classic story of Beowulf. If you know it, you're gonna recognize it. But you get your lovable loser, your guy who hasn't really amounted to much, and somehow he is this person that's supposed to be our hero, our champion, that's going to go fight this dragon that is chasing everybody.
And then here's our final issue. As far as I know, there's only three issues. And they sprang for color in this one. And the color is not bad, I think. I like the black and white just fine. But the color's okay. And now here they are. This is a real sign that this is post Star Wars, because he's traveling on his next mission, and he's in a space bar and gets into a fight with some aliens.
This is Wildest Dream by Gary Panter. Very much a sketchbook zine. I got this signed by Gary.
Whoa, shit.
And he was like, what do you want me to draw in there? And I go, I don't know, like a wizard? And he goes, I like lizards too. And he drew lizards in there,
Nice.
which is great. And a great little story. So that was
Bless
fun.
him. Bless Gary Panter, our elder statesman.
Yeah, Gary Panter. Gotta love him.
What a
So
legend.
just amazing drawings. I mean, like, really fun. Like we were saying, like full of life. I think if there's anyone who does that thing where they are able to go back to the type of drawing, right? Gary does it.
Totally.
Like he can just do that. That's his thing. He turns it
The
on.
motion in that is
Amazing.
incredible.
DC limited edition collectors. Matchbox display case. Paperbacks, I did a thing on that recently. More cards and games. Marvel treasuries. And then the comics, which is what the room is all about. All this other stuff is great, and I love all of it. I'm always bumping into things. Every video I'm bumping into something. That is a real quick run of where I am in the comic room. And like the rest of you, and I think I could speak for all of you, I'm running out of space. I'm always running out of space. More of the short boxes, displays on the top. And again, these new index cards, which I really like, really helps me keep things organized, knowing where everything is. That's it. That's it. Thank you for watching.